Hey guys, it's me. I only have 10 minutes on here. But I came across this person's video and it's a very eye-opening, but I already knew that I was being gang stalked as my feed is part of that. So let's see.
And so I thought I'd share a little bit about that today. One thing I have identified is those who are targeted are generally individuals who have been othered in their community, whether they have different views or a different lifestyle than what's considered to be acceptable in the area that they live or in that culture. What's the norm? Or it could be someone who is a witness to a crime or a certain level of corruption that if that targeted individual were to speak out, it could dismantle.
Could it be? Maybe? Let's hear some more.
An institution or a person of power or organization. And so the goal is to silence or discredit that victim. That victim could also be the heir of something of value. So those who want to take it from that targeted individual will be attacking them and trying to destabilize them in order to justify taking from them. And one thing I've noticed is that gang stalking can be very organized. It's a scheme. There's co-conspirators, and they have plots and plans to try to entrap the victim, to try to destabilize the victim, to discredit the victim. And the way this is done by the gang stalkers is to attack the hierarchy of human needs. So back here, I have Maslow's hierarchy of needs, my little makeshift board here. And I just wanted to touch on how you can somewhat determine the depth of the corruption involved in a gang stalking case by how deep the attacks go on the hierarchy of that human need or the targeted individual's needs. So, for example, we all have basic physiological needs, our human needs for shelter, sleep, air, water, food, clothing. So, at the core of stalking is generally first going to be, disrupt their sleep. If you're having harassers peering through your windows at night, or you're worried about break ins or people on your
Oh, I'm
property,
not.
you're being recorded
I'm
outside.
packing. But this is very interesting because on my feed, like they've attacked, the way I look, like Filipinos, and then like Filipino slums and all of that. This is definitely gang stalking. It's all on here. I think I put it on my playlist too, and I've commented on that as well. So you know, this kind of gang stalking could be 5 people, it could be 10 people, it could be, even 2 people. But like she said, it is, maybe because there's corruption, maybe somebody's stealing from others at work, or there could be a little bit more people stealing from the company at work, or maybe, you bruised somebody's ego when you said, hell, fuck no, I don't want anything to do with you, and the things that you've said about them because they don't want to stop bothering you, and the things that they've said about themselves. So it could be a conglomerate of a lot of things. But this gang stalking is, this gang stalking, it really gets into people's psyche if you really allow it. Yes, I've gotten to where I'm like very pissed off because I want it to stop, but sometimes you just have to let it happen, let them do whatever they need to, because the stalking on my feed isn't going to stop. It's not going to stop. And I've already, like, I'm so numb to it. Like, those those things, they may end up, or taking something that I've posted, on a Facebook post, or something I posted on an Instagram, and it's kind of near and dear to me, whether it's a movie or a quote or whatever, and reiterate that to me like they're mirroring me, but it really has nothing to do with them, even though that they saw it and they kind of want to use it to get my attention. It's also about attention. You know, hey, we got your attention. We know that you're not stupid. We know that you know. This is interesting the way she breaks this down. You know, shit like that shouldn't even happen at work. It really fucking shouldn't happen at work, but not, I mean, in my old job it did. In my old job it did. Those people should have got rid of them motherfucking people. Really. Like Daisy, you know, doing what she fucking did. You know, that bitch is very immature. Very. But if they keep someone like that, that means that they all are immature up there. Really, probably not really focused on work, really focused on something else. Really. But, you know, this has, you know, catapulted me into something totally different, you know. This gang stalking, and it happens mostly on the internet. I don't want another like teen to get, you know, to hurt themselves over somebody's dumbass posts or emails or messages. You know, it's the people that have no shame like that, like the lefties that are, I'm not even going to get into that, you know. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. All right, guys. That's it.